Do you dread the moment your child spirals into a meltdown? The screaming, the hitting, the refusal to calm down? Most parenting approaches teach us to manage the behavior in that moment. Offer a reward, give a timeout, or raise our voice. But these strategies often fail because they ignore the fundamental truth of childhood emotions. Your child cannot self-regulate until they are co-regulated. Co-regulation is the specialized, neuroscience-backed skill of using your own calm, grounded nervous system to act as a calibrating anchor for your child's out-of-control emotional state. It's the difference between treating a symptom and healing the root cause. When your child is overwhelmed, whether by anger, fear, or frustration, their sympathetic nervous system, SNS, is fully activated, triggering the primal fight or flight response. They are not choosing to be difficult. Their brain is sending a biological distress signal. This video is a specialized guide for adults. We are going to move beyond superficial parenting tips and dive deep into the polyvagal theory and the anatomy of the nervous system. You will learn 4 specific, science-backed steps to master co-regulation, transforming you from a frustrated reactor into a powerful, calm emotional coach. By the end, you will understand how to shift your own state first, allowing your child to literally borrow your nervous system's calm. This is the true path to fostering long-term resilience and emotional intelligence in your child. Let's begin this essential neurobiological lesson. The mastery of co-regulation is a 4-step cycle. It starts with your body and ends with your child's restored balance. Each step is a deliberate, neuro-informed action designed to down-regulate the child's panic response. The first step in any emotional crisis is not looking at your child, but looking inward. When your child is escalating, your natural response is often to match their intensity. Your heart rate rises, your voice gets sharper, your own sympathetic nervous system, SNS, is kicking in. This state is called dysregulation. A dysregulated parent cannot co-regulate a dysregulated child. You will only amplify the chaos. The key to disrupting this cycle lies in the vagus nerve, the longest nerve connecting your brain to your internal organs. When you activate the ventral vagal complex, part of the parasympathetic nervous system, you signal safety to your own brain. Action point. When the chaos starts, pause and take 3 deep, slow, extended exhales. The long exhale is the fastest, most direct way to signal the vagus nerve to slow your heart rate and bring your SNS activity down. Use an internal script. My child is safe. I am safe. I will be there calm. You must achieve a baseline state of calm before you engage. This step is about grounding yourself, creating the anchor before you try to pull the ship to shore. Once you are grounded, the next step is establishing physical and visual contact to communicate safety. When your child is in fight or flight, their prefrontal cortex, the thinking part of the brain, is offline. They cannot process logic or reasoning. They only process security signals. Action point. Reduce the physical distance between you and the child. Approach them slowly and calmly, getting down to their eye level. Avoid staring intensely, as this can be perceived as a threat, a primitive safety cue. Instead, use a soft gaze and an open body posture. If the child allows it, offer a touch, a hand on the back or shoulder, or a full hug. Physical, gentle pressure activates the C-tactile afferents, specialized nerve fibers in the skin that send comfort signals directly to the brain's emotional centers, bypassing the stress response. This proximity and soft touch signal to your child's primitive brain, I am here. You are not alone. You are safe. This step disarms the child's flight response and prepares their nervous system to receive the final calming signals. After establishing physical security, you can begin the verbal co-regulation. The child needs to feel understood before they can feel calm. Naming their emotion, a process called affect labeling, helps move the emotional energy from the primitive survival brain to the thinking brain. This is a bridge-building exercise. Action point. Use short, empathetic, reflective statements. Do not ask, why, or try to solve the problem yet. Simply validate the feeling. For example, I see you are feeling incredibly angry because the blocks fell down. Or, that must feel so frustrating when things don't go your way. Use a low, slow, and melodic voice. A high pitch can escalate panic. A lower, slower tone, which is itself a vagal signal, communicates safety and empathy. This step does two crucial things. It confirms the child's emotional reality, making them feel seen, and it introduces vocabulary to the emotional experience, a cognitive process that begins to bring the prefrontal cortex back online. You are turning raw feeling into organized information. Only after the previous 3 steps are complete, you are calm, the child feels safe, and their emotion is validated. Can you proceed to the final stage? The goal is now to gently guide them toward a calm, regulated state. You are not imposing calm, you are transferring it. Action point. Introduce a shared, gentle, regulatory activity. Do not ask them to go to a timeout. Instead, suggest a co-regulating task you can do together. Let's take 5 deep breaths together. Like blowing up a balloon, or let's count all the blue things in the room. This gives the child's overwhelmed nervous system something simple and external to focus on. Crucially, stay present until their breathing slows and their posture softens. The duration of this step is often much longer than parents expect. It is the commitment to this shared regulatory experience that teaches the child, over time, how to regulate themselves. By modeling and sharing the process, you build the neural pathway for their eventual self-regulation. Co-regulation is not a magic fix for every challenging moment, but it is the foundational skill that builds true emotional resilience. Every time you show up as a regulated, calm presence, you are not just managing a meltdown. You are installing the blueprint for your child's future self-regulation. You are training their nervous system to find the path back to calm, using your calm state as the initial map. This is one of the most powerful and loving acts of neurological parenting you can perform. Consistency, not perfection, is the key. Make the vagus nerve check your first response, not your last resort. You're not a bad parent. You're learning how to speak your child's emotional language. If you found these neuroscience-backed strategies helpful in understanding your child's emotional hardware, please give this video or like and subscribe for more practical, neuro-informed parenting strategies that directly support this channel's mission.